right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Hakodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. And we are here to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, and to let you people know that America will get destroyed by nuclear missiles. According to the Bible, America is Babylon the Great, and there's a judgment that's waiting for Babylon the Great. And Babylon the Great in the Bible is identified as America. So America will get destroyed by the nuclear missiles that these different nations do possess. And it's all Bible, biblical prophecy. All right. And we're out here to prophesy the downfall of America. And that's what we're going to do. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 2. Or in the Hebrew, his name is Yahweh Allah. So this is Yahweh Allah, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. All right. So we're sounding that alarm. The prophets of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, are sounding the alarm. Okay? We're blowing the trumpet, and we're blowing the trumpet in Zion. Zion in the Hebrew is Tzayon, which means memorial or monument. Who is the Lord's memorial? Who is the Lord's monument? The Israelites, his chosen people. It says, Holy Mountain, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. The Israelites. Okay? We're letting you people know, and we're sounding the alarm. Okay? It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Right? The day of the Messiah's return is very near. Okay? It's very, his return is very close. Verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning is spread, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So it's a day of darkness and gloominess. It's a day of great, distress and confusion. And also leading up to the day of his return is going to be dark days. It's going to be, dark times, bad times, evils. Okay, leading up to the day of his return, and actually on that day, okay, his return, Yahweh Shai's return is going to be a dreadful day, a day of great wasteness and desolation, because he's coming back to lay this land and to make this land desolate. And this place is going to get desolate by the way of those nuclear missiles, and also by the way of the chariots, the so-called UFOs, that's going to send out those thunderbolts, those fire bolts from the chariots, those laser beams from the chariots to lay this land desolate. Okay, America is going to be an empty wilderness. It's going to be a desolate here, very a desert. Okay, and it says in verse 2, it says a great people and a strong. That's talking about the ICBM missiles. Okay, and it says there hath not been ever the like, right? Because we never seen different countries being hit by nuclear missiles. Okay, we haven't seen that, but that's going to happen. All right. It says what? Neither shall be any more, because this is the war that's going to end all wars. Okay, after these different nations shoot nuclear missiles at America, those ICBM missiles, that's it. That's it's gonna be no more war. Okay, so it's gonna be World War III, and it's gonna be fought with nuclear missiles, man. According to the Bible, these different countries, these different nations, they have nuclear missiles, like Russia, China, India, Japan, North Korea, Afghanistan, Pakistan. These different countries going to shoot missiles at America. Okay, and it's going to be 200 million warheads hitting America and making this place desolate, according to the Bible. 200 million warheads. Okay, it says in verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. It says a fire devoureth before them. That's talking about the missiles. And it says Eden, which Eden in the Hebrew is Idon, and it means what? Pleasure. Okay. So before these missiles hit, it's all beautiful here in America, right? The different landmarks, the different oceans, the different seas, the different mountains. There's different places here in America that's absolutely beautiful, right? So it's like the Garden of Eden here. It's like Eden here, right? Before the missiles hit, right? And it says, well, a desolate wilderness, right? Going into emptiness, wilderness, a desert, because this place going to be a desert after this place get hit with nuclear missiles. And it says, yeah, nothing shall escape them. Verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. So, you know, the sounds of the missiles is going to be very loud, okay, and it's going to be very powerful. Those missiles are full of power too. It's going to be very powerful. The impact is going to be powerful. The sound of the missile is going to be very loud and powerful as well. Verse 5, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, so shall they. It says, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. It says, before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Right? So these missiles, they're not going to bump into each other. They have a path to take, and they're going to take that path, because ultimately the angels are going to be guiding those missiles. Okay? That's why they're not going to break their ranks. Okay, they're going to be going upon their own paths. Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Right? So, the missile's going to go right through the missile defense system. The missile defense system is not going to stop these missiles from hitting America. Verse 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, as the stars shall withdraw their shining. Right, so verse 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. What city? That great city, America. Let's get that. Revelation 14. Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And that wine and the wrath of her fornication is dealing with the philosophies that America pushed forth. Okay, that these different nations have been adapting to, and making it their way of life. They taking upon the philosophies of America. That's the wine, okay, that America been pushing forth. But that great city here is America. So they shall enter. They shall enter to the city, to that great city. What's going to enter into the great city? Missiles, and they're not going to break their ranks. Okay, this place gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard. It's gonna be a great earthquake. Right? It's Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So, yeah, this place is gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard, okay, by the way of those missiles. This place is gonna be rocking like a drunkard, man. Okay. What's gonna make this place reel to and fro like a drunkard? The ICBM missiles. All right. That's the great earthquake. It's gonna be a great earthquake. So I just want to bring this out, man. With that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakodash, Shalom.